2026 Ford Ranger Super Duty and the 2026 BYD Shark 6 represent two distinct approaches to the midsize pickup segment. The Ranger Super Duty emphasizes heavy-duty performance and traditional power, while the BYD Shark 6 focuses on electrification and advanced technology. Here's a detailed comparison to help you understand their key differences. Performance and capability. 2026 Ford Ranger Super Duty. Towing capacity, up to 4,500 kilograms, braked. Gross vehicle mass, GVM 4,500 kilograms. Gross combined mass, GCM 8,000 kilograms. Design features, equipped with 33-inch all-terrain tires, 18-inch steel wheels, and an 8-stud hub for enhanced load capacity. Target audience, designed for commercial users requiring high towing and payload capacities, such as emergency services, farmers, and infrastructure workers. 2026 BYD Shark 6. Powertrain, plug-in hybrid with dual electric motors and a 1.5L turbocharged petrol engine. Combined output, 321 kilowatts and 650 Newton-meters torque. Electric range, up to 100 kilometers on electric power alone. Towing capacity, 2,500 kilograms, braked. Acceleration, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 5.7 seconds. Efficiency and sustainability. Ford Ranger Super Duty. Fuel efficiency, specific fuel consumption figures are not provided, but as a traditional diesel-powered vehicle, it is expected to have higher emissions and fuel consumption compared to hybrid models. BYD Shark 6. Fuel consumption, combined fuel consumption of 2.0 L/100 km. CO2 emissions, 46 G/km. Total range, approximately 800 kilometers combining electric and petrol power. Technology and features. Ford Ranger Super Duty. Interior, offers options like leather-trimmed seating, a panoramic sunroof, and a 15-inch CNC 5 infotainment system. Safety, equipped with Ford Co-Pilot 362.4G, including adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system. BYD Shark 6. Safety features, comprehensive suite including adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, and a 360-degree camera. Off-road capabilities, features like hill descent control and a wading depth of 700 mm enhance its versatility. Pricing and market position. Ford Ranger Super Duty. Pricing, official pricing has not been announced. Market availability, developed primarily for markets outside North America, including Australia and Southeast Asia. BYD Shark 6. Pricing, starting at 57,900 Australian dollars in Australia. Market reception, received nearly 1,000 pre-orders shortly after launch, indicating strong interest. Real-world usability. 2026 Ford Ranger Super Duty. Durability and proven platform, based on the robust T6.2 platform, widely tested in extreme conditions, used for Everest, Bronco, and Ranger Raptor. Payload versatility, suited for flatbeds, emergency equipment, camper conversions, etc. Maintenance and parts availability, strong dealer and parts support across rural and remote areas, especially in Australia, South Africa, Southeast Asia, and South America. Cons. Likely higher fuel and servicing costs. Not ideal for urban usage due to size and turning radius. 2026 BYD Shark 6. Quiet and smooth urban experience, the electric-only mode makes it ideal for commuting or school runs, zero emissions in city use. Smart integration, features over-the-air, OTA, updates, smartphone control, and regenerative braking modes. Cons. Towing and payload still behind diesel utes. PHEV systems are more complex and may pose challenges in remote service centers compared to traditional diesels. Off-road and 4x4 capability. Ford Ranger Super Duty. For WD system, advanced part-time Ford WD with low range, rear diff lock, and selectable drive modes. Approach/departure angles, tailored for real off-road or industrial terrain work. Undercarriage, built to take abuse, steel skid plates, reinforced chassis rails. BYD Shark 6 EAWD system, uses dual motors for instantaneous torque split, quick reaction in low grip surfaces. Wading depth, up to 700 mm, which is excellent for a hybrid. Off-road modes, tuned for sand, mud, snow, and rock. Limitations, electric range may drop rapidly in off-road scenarios with heavy usage. Ownership, support and resale. Ford Ranger Super Duty. Ownership confidence, backed by Ford's long-term reliability in the commercial segment. Resale, typically strong in workhorse pickups. Fleet support, suitable for governments, mining, agriculture fleets. BYD Shark 6 Warranty, typically 6 to 8 years on battery and drivetrain components. Growing support, BYD expanding rapidly with service networks in Oceania and Latin America. Resale risk, as a newcomer in the UTA space, its residual value is still uncertain. Use case scenarios. For work trades/heavy duty use. Winner, Ford Ranger Super Duty. Built for payloads, winches, tow bars, and high-duty cycles. Ideal for mining, agriculture, construction, and utilities. Less downtime risk in remote areas due to robust diesel support. For mixed-use family plus occasional towing. Winner, BYD Shark 6. Lower daily running costs. Quieter and smoother to drive around town and school zones. Still handles moderate towing, e.g., boats, light trailers. For camping, overlanding, and off-grid adventures. Draw. Ranger Super Duty has the edge for payload and long-range diesel tanks. Shark 6 excels with electric-only camp mode and silent operation, but range anxiety might set in on longer bush trips unless charging is available. Looking ahead, regulation and market trends. Emission regulations. Many cities, especially in Europe and Asia Pacific, are tightening restrictions on diesel vehicles. BYD Shark 6 will be more future-proof in these zones due to low CO2 and EV capabilities. Electrification readiness. Ford is exploring hybrid and EV pickups, but the Ranger Super Duty is still a traditional diesel workhorse. BYD Shark 6 leads the charge as one of the first plug-in hybrid utes, paving the way for electric adoption in this segment. Software and connectivity. Shark 6 has OTA, over-the-air, updates, meaning it can get smarter over time. Ford offers SINC5, a reliable system, but not as future-facing in terms of real-time updates.